Best stuff happens when the camera hasn't quite turned on.
Let's do it again. Let's reenact it.
Very
like that song?
Very, very uncomfortable.
Like dancing lights.
This is Mac and the Big Cheese from the Ultimate Outdoor Cooking.
Good morning.
Thanks for showing up. We know you're busy with the boat sport.
Well, actually, we want to thank you guys for having us on because, you know, as entertainers on television doing cooking shows and stuff, you know you've made it big when you're...
On Indy style.
No, Oprah.
Oh,
and she's done now, so that's not going to happen.
Yeah, we're
so
trying
here we
to
are.
Oh, great.
Wow,
Yeah,
good
glad
start.
to help you guys out. Thanks for joining us this morning. Thank you.
Thanks for having us on.
Yes.
Make that up for us by cooking. What do you guys have here?
Well, we have a great campground pasta salad. It's a gorgonzola pasta salad. It starts with hot noodles.
You want to make sure that the noodles are hot, and what we did is we boiled them for 8 minutes because we want them to be al dente. And now, you guys know what al dente is? It's
I
actually,
hear it a lot. But
okay, al dente is an Italian term for
It's not done yet, stupid.
Okay, you know, we like to stereotype it as much as possible here. So, but you want to make sure that the noodles are hot because we're going to go with gorgonzola cheese.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to put that in there right away.
Pasta.
Right on top. All right.
Stir it in there so it melts right up.
And now we're going to start adding the ingredients here. We have a little bit of bacon, freshly cooked bacon that we're going to throw in there. Prosciutto ham.
Oh, yeah. And then dice it up. Prosciutto ham, for those of you who are not familiar with it, it's a healthy or it's
stuff.
a Italian.
Italian, but we ran out. All right.
Ham.
We have de-seeded tomatoes that have been chopped and shredded. Pat, how did you de-seed the tomatoes?
You know, de-seeding tomatoes is actually a very messy business, and so what you want to do is you want to slice the cherry tomato in half. And then you want to take a regular plastic grocery sack, stick the cherry tomatoes in it, and just pop it in there. Because when you're popping cherry tomatoes,
it goes all over.
Yeah, it goes all over you, all over
like fingernail clippings.
Yeah, exactly. And you put in a. Well, that's going to be healthy for the recipe now, isn't it? But you put it inside there, and it just keeps everything contained.
Just make sure you pop your cherry tomatoes and de-seed them for this recipe. All right.
Now what we're going to do is we're just going to add some extra virgin olive oil.
That's right. Which I never use. I use the promiscuous olive oil. Thank you.
Never
appreciate that. Why would it stop?
Why would it? Yeah.
Okay.
Why would it?
So we're just going to put a little bit of that, about that much.
And because there's no alcohol in this particular recipe, we have the closest thing. This is red wine vinegar.
Oh,
all right.
yes.
Now be very specific on how much you put in there. Measure it out, folks, because you just don't want to ruin the recipe. Put pretty much about
that much.
All right, perfect. Okay.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some Italian seasoning. And I have it mixed with a little bit of basil and a little bit of thyme. And I'm just going to put a little, and this is the best part, you know, when you're making this recipe, you just pretty much make up whatever you want as far as your seasonings, just like that. And then in order to find out if it's going to be done or not, taste it. And if it's not, you know, need more,
you guys want to try some?
Taste it.
Yeah, try some.
So
now we are going to be doing, we have a live comedy cooking show a couple times a day at the event over at the Boat Travel Show. And, you know, come out, it's a combination of live stand-up and instructional cooking in a very funny show that's been touring nationally.
And what's
for 8
great
years.
Interesting combination, though.
Yes.
Comedy and cooking.
A lot of people,
It's done before.
well,
Because no one else had it
no
before.
one's funny.
Yeah.
Well, I think
People say cooking's not funny.
it goes to show that this boat sport and travel show, for people who haven't been in quite some time, Todd's here from that perspective. It's not about walking around in a large building and staring at boats. This is evidence of what a fun event it's going to be for the whole family.
Exactly. The Ford Indianapolis Boat Sport and Travel Show is all about entertainment and finding your adventure. We bring it all together. It's 6 buildings. Each building has a different theme. Today, being Monday, we open at 1 o'clock. We're open till 9 p.m. We have midweek specials all through this coming week, and you can find it all at indysportshow.com.
Cool. We're going to link to that at IndyStyle.tv. And what year is it for that?
58th annual.
Is it really?
It's progressed a bit. Have you seen any evidence or photos of like the first couple where they
We certainly have.
Like
we
three
have
wooden boats and a musket? I can't imagine what it was.
Throughout the Boat Sport and Travel Show, if you look up into the ceilings, you'll see some large banners from the early days of the show. And it's really quite amazing to see the history and the transformation of the event.
I like that notion. Find your adventure.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know, and too, what's fun about it is, oh yeah, try that. You're gonna love it. Well, is it's like spring and summer. Obviously, they still seem like they're far away, but it's fun to just go there and kind of dream and just sort of, you know, imagine like, oh, it'll be here soon enough.
Right. Well, you know what? One of the reasons why they do these shows across the nation, and this by far is one of the biggest ones we've ever been to, and then that's why we're looking forward to coming back here because it is huge. But across the nation, what happens is these dealers and outdoor companies, they got the new product line coming in.
Yeah.
And they got to make room. So when they do these shows, they drop the prices dramatically. And you can find screaming deals. Mike, show them your screaming deal face. Screaming deal. That's wrong. Okay, that's all right. That's uncomfortable. So let's skip the screaming deal face. But
children are home today for President's Day. Now they're frightened.
My
look like a bulldog.
We bought our last 3 trailers at RV shows because we literally saved thousands of dollars. The trailer that's on our set, if you come and see us, you'll see a trailer on our set, $10,000 off the regular price.
There you go.
$10,000. That's a lot of money. And you're going to find that all throughout the show.
Whether it's ATVs or equipment or whatever, there are $2,012. So where are tickets available?
Tickets are available online at indysportshow.com.
Cool.
They're available at all Marsh stores, and they're also available at our box office at the fairgrounds.
Awesome. Again, we're going to link that on our website.
Come down and we have brought Mr. Potato Head here for the show. So for the kids to come down and look at it.
That's why.
He's shaped like a potato.
We're going to make something else, right?
Yes, we are. We have a dessert that is done in the Dutch oven.
Nice.
Dessert recipe.
Wow.
Dessert
That'd
recipe
be fun.
to go with this healthy food.
Actual Mr. Potato Head coming up a little bit later.
That's right. And pizza planners coming in too, guys.
And those blue coats that you're seeing,
Don't go away.
the reason for that,
Stick around.
invading Indianapolis, the FFA is.
They are.
Love that
Yeah,
music.
I did.
Love that music.
Yeah,
Get you
feeling
going.
that?
Yeah.
Feeling that jam?
Yeah. Get
Digging
going.
it.
That's right.
We're here with Mac and the Big Cheese Ultimate Camp Cooking. You have a book as well, right?
Yes, we do.
Check that out.
We have an 82 recipe cookbook with waterproof pages and waterproof covers.
Nice.
Yeah, because when you're out in the mountains, you will spill.
Is it really waterproof?
Yeah, it is waterproof. It has a double binding, 82 recipes, Dutch oven, stovetop, grill, griddle, and tinfoil wrap recipes for the woods or at home.
Tinfoil wrap.
You like that?
Cub Scouts. Just
Yeah,
wrap it up,
wrap
stick
it up and throw it in the
stick
fire.
coals.
Oh, yeah. Easy as possible.
Awesome.
Well, I didn't have that experience.
Diamond plated.
So anyway, the Mountain Dew is not just for energy or for sipping, right?
No.
What do you got going on?
We're actually doing a
recipe.
Dutch oven recipe from your Boy Scout days. I'm sure you remember.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure. Are you familiar with Dutch ovens?
I know there's a couple different kinds.
Well, are you a victim of the Dutch oven? Is that
Yeah,
what you
that's
are?
the other
Yeah,
one.
that's the,
Right,
that's the other.
We are
talk
not
about that.
going to do that one on television.
That's
Not in this small studio.
Those poor Dutch, they get all the best.
Yes, I'm familiar
Dutch
with
oven, Dutch
Okay.
treat, Dutch
answer your
courage,
question.
Dutch uncle.
Here in Indiana, I think everybody knows about Dutch ovens,
Yeah.
but if just in case there's a couple people who don't, it's the giant cast iron pot that you put coals underneath and coals on top or cook it over the fire. And but we use our Dutch ovens. We like to use aluminum inserts inside our Dutch oven because we are lazy.
Yeah.
We're very lazy, and we
Clean up.
don't want to clean our Dutch oven out. And what's great about using this is when you're done with it, you simply throw it away or you recycle it, depending if you're Republican or Democrat.
Or if there's some left over, you're already just the saran wrap.
Well, that's right.
You just put the foil on top and put it in your cooler. Now,
Okay.
so what we're going to do is we're going to start with some butter spray.
Pat uses that as cologne sometimes too before he
I was
goes
gonna
out.
say.
Just
That's probably
I
good.
thought so.
That's probably good.
that's
smell the butter out of him.
Like butter.
That's right.
Now this is an apple dumpling dessert recipe in the Dutch oven, and what we start with here is Pillsbury crescent rolls. Is the best. Pillsbury crescent rolls. Now you guys can see I have a couple of apple wedges left over here.
There are, yes.
I'm going to have you guys wrap those up real quick and roll them up just like a dumpling, just like that. So go ahead and
So one apple in each.
Yeah,
Let's get a close up on this catastrophe.
Yeah, let's see what happens when she blows it.
No,
You don't look like the kind that sits in the kitchen
having
and
not
cooks.
had the
You've
scouting
seen this
experience
show
that I
before,
had.
huh? That's right. All right, so
Not too bad. All right.
not too bad. So
A
just
burrito. Okay.
I thought I was following along, but this is something
Nice,
different.
actually.
there,
So what's the college?
there.
Okay.
All right.
Right,
Very
well,
cool.
yeah,
That's
go ahead and
good.
wrap
Good
the
Good for
job.
something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You.
While he's reading, here, let me get this other one for you.
Now,
Yeah,
what
go ahead,
we
let her
do-
take care of it.
Go ahead, I got it, honey.
We're gonna take these
Sorry,
apple
You
dumplings.
wanna put your feet up?
We're
I
gonna put them in the
accidentally,
Dutch oven. Put that
flipped the
right
beer
there.
bottle.
All right.
Place that
Perfect.
right in there. And then what we're going to do is we have some leftover apple that we have diced.
Okay.
Okay. We're just going to simply just
Dump
pour
that
that
over
right in
there. We have some unsalted butter, about 3 tablespoons. Let's dump that on top of that as well.
Get it all?
Okay. Then we have
Just dump it.
1.5 cups of brown sugar. Okay.
All right.
We're just going to put that on top, and we're just going to kind of spread that around here.
Yeah.
Now we're going to take our Mountain Dew. Okay.
Right. Producer Peggy, watch this.
Yeah, 1
This is
cup
her favorite drink.
of Mountain Dew, or just to let it, kind of come to the half line.
In the morning, right?
You just kind of put it right on here. Just let it kind of.
Look how much you're putting in.
About that much.
Well, we're not eating this stuff.
Yeah,
you guys can eat this. This is yours. We're not touching
we
it.
just
Not even close.
Okay. It's ultimate camp cooking, not eating.
Then what you do is you put this in the Dutch oven.
All right.
Or you can do this recipe at home and put it in the oven as well.
Okay. Sure.
And then you bake it for about 45 minutes in the Dutch oven or the oven.
This is what it looks like when it's
finished.
done. How good does that look?
Oh.
What does the Mountain Dew do?
The Mountain Dew absorbs in there and it makes it
Absorbs.
really sweet.
Okay.
And then it gets you really high in energy and the kids are going to be running
Lots of
around.
sugar. So you start
there you go.
twitching in the middle of the day.
You're on the woods. You need your energy.
Right. Now,
That's
it's
right.
how you serve this recipe in your campground or at home. that's gonna
Aftermath.
blow everybody away. What you want to start with is go ahead and pour one in there. We're going to take 1 apple dumpling out here. You serve it with 1 scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
And then you want to take some whipped cream in a can.
Okay, which
And
Pat
then-
likes off his
Don't
face
say
every
it
once in
there.
a while.
And then you take Bailey's Irish cream.
Oh, Mac, you know how to make friends,
And
don't you?
then
I didn't know
you're
it
just
came in
gonna
a bottle.
drizzle. Well, we have a bigger bottle. Well, we had a
We
bigger
finished
bottle.
the big
that's
bottle
last
this
night.
morning. It was
So we had to
breakfast.
stop by the airplane and pick this one up. But now I understand that some of you might have children in the campground when you're cooking.
Sure.
So I would recommend using double the Bailey.
Double it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you know what? The little guys are going to sleep great. That
That's
night.
right.
And people might actually enjoy camping.
Exactly.
Nobody likes kids.
You can tell your grown-up stories
Well,
around
what
the
is
fire.
wrong with you?
Nobody likes kids. All right. Now,
Now, of course, we do a full explanation and demonstration
Sure.
on using the Dutch oven when we were at the RV show and this outdoor sports show. So if you come down, we're going to do a walkthrough on that. We're going to do a completely different recipe, and the other recipe that we're going to be using uses Kahlua. Because we have a theme
Oh, okay.
with
Good
booze.
stuff, too.
Yeah, in order
I
to
see
put
that.
up with these shows, we pretty much stay drunk.
I prefer grain alcohol, preferably on my
lives in a
cereal.
trailer.
That's true.
And
folks.
yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take
Oh,
a bite of
thank
that.
you.
This is
All right.
this has the Bailey's.
But you
on
guys
it.
travel all over the country. Can you kind of tell what sort of RV or boat sport and travel show what part of the country you're at, based on the show itself and what the emphasis on? With
Yes,
the
we
exhibits,
base it on how much camo they wear when they come in. I've noticed
What does that tell you?
You barely see anyone.
a lot of camo. And
Yeah. I didn't even think anyone was in the audience. But it was packed.
Yeah,
Just a
it looked
bunch of
like the
floating
audience
heads,
looked
right?
like shrubbery. The audience would look like a shrubbery. And it looked
Sometimes
like,
I
was
sit there
waiting
like
for a duck
shrubbery.
to fly out and we were going to shoot it. No, and a lot of flannel. And it looked
was
like
the kids,
a
so we shot
softball
it.
team. And, so I'm just saying that it was, yeah, you can tell the different areas that you go into. But we love Indianapolis because the people here
they
are
love
very
the
smart.
outdoors.
And because a lot of places we go to, they're not so smart all the time.
We were in Minneapolis last week. We asked an audience, what do you do for a living? He goes, I'm a teacher. We said, what do you teach? He looked at us and goes, kids. It's like, really?
okay.
Minneapolis,
Maybe you're just assuming you weren't
Minneapolis
that
had a
smart.
flood. Had a flood last year in downtown. They had to shut down some businesses. And in the window display, somebody had handwritten a sign that said "closed due to flooding." The word "flooding" was spelled F-L-U-D-D-I-N-G.
They were flooding.
They were flooding because apparently
They're Swedish.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
the Swedes, when they get there, they just flew to
That's
town.
funny. That's
Some
one
parts
word
of the world.
Yeah, I know I spelled that. So if you guys want an opportunity at home to maybe see these guys in person,
Oh, yeah, some
you want a
different
little bit
recipes
more of
altogether.
this, you have a chance
lot
right
more.
now. Call 239-5555. The first caller is going to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Boat Sports
Nice.
and Travel Show.
Yeah, Indiana State
At the Indiana
Fairgrounds,
State
of course.
That's right.
Where can people track down your book? Obviously, if they come to
live
the
show,
show.
but also on ultimatecampcooking.com, ultimateoutdoorcooking.com, at Barnes and Noble,
Oh,
and,
everywhere.
Amazon.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
Facebook, you
everywhere.
can find us on Facebook at Ultimate Camp
Homeless
Cooking.
people sell them on the side of the streets.
That'd be
we
nice.
just
Yeah,
hand them out.
they
They're
use them as
vendors.
pillows after a while.
Yeah.
That's why they're waterproof, right?
That's all.
Yeah,
That's right.
And we signed the book.
That's urban camping.
That's
Yeah, that's
everything.
Sign the book?
Yeah, we signed the book, which
Did you sign
actually
this one?
puts the value down.
Yeah, well, that's
So you
what's
get a discount if it's
$15.
autographed?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Because
10% off?
we're not that
Waterproof-
famous yet.
With the
because
waterproof
Oprah's
pages,
done,
that'll wipe
remember?
right off. That'll wipe right off. We're going to keep talking. More Indy style when we come back.
Well, you finished that already.
I didn't either. What? I didn't either.
What happened there?
Perfectly fun, wonderful show, especially for a
I'll tell you
Monday,
what.
and I end up scolding the intern. All right, we know you're from Idaho. We didn't establish you, Mr. Big Cheese.
He's from nowhere.
Boston, Massachusetts. I live in Los Angeles now. You don't mind if I talk with my mouth full?
No, I do it all the time.
Ask me another question.
We couldn't pull off this show.
The viewers are accustomed to it.
Oh, sorry about
it's
the
fine.
Patriots
Why
here in
are
town
your
a couple
heads
weeks
so
ago.
big
Really?
in this picture?
Yeah.
Have you been beaten up on camera before? Yeah, I don't.
Not in a while. Sorry.
Go ahead, you can
Manning
go
country.
ahead. Smack
This is Manning.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love tormenting him with that.
Don't
Patriots
start.
loss. It's great.
So where did you come from prior to here? I mean, you're doing a tour of these things, or do you then go separate ways and come back as shows
You guys
come
don't
up?
hang out all year round, do you?
Never.
No,
I hate this
I
guy.
can't stand him. More than 2 hours, and I'm ready to kill myself. No, we
like Jagger and Richards.
we meet up. We fly out, meet up on the road,
Exactly.
and do the shows, and we usually do 20 plus weeks a year, just traveling all over.
Depending on where you guys visit, do you guys pick up inspiration from different cities?
Yeah, we pick up a lot of different things from different cities. And
Last week, a lady gave us a recipe. It was stuffing, pork chops, and peaches in the Dutch oven, and you bake that all up. And that's kind of like a Minnesota.
I kind of like that.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
and another one, this lady
Good.
gave me a homemade recipe that we're actually going to use in the cookbook, and that's what we highly encourage for people, especially on our Facebook and our webpage, is to, if you have a recipe, let us know. We'll use it in our book.
Let them know.
And,
Yeah, we're going to link up to all that on IndyStyle.tv. We're going to end the show, but we're going to keep going. So
See you
sorry,
guys.
you
See you
guys
back
just going
here
to miss out
tomorrow.
on it.